Harlem Grown is now a 14-year-old nonprofit. That's totally an accident. I started it while I was killing time trying to figure out my next move in life as a result of the financial crisis. I currently live in Riverdale, where I've been living for the last 20 years, and some of the best schools in New York State are up there. My 3 children went to private school, kindergarten to college. Excuse my ignorance, but I thought all schools were created equal. And then I was reading an article in the Daily News about these other schools, and they were referencing Harlem, South Bronx, Brooklyn. Harlem was only 20 minutes from Riverdale, so one day, killing time, I walked into the school to volunteer, and I met children who changed my life. There was 400 students in that school. They all come to school for reading, writing, arithmetic, and breakfast, lunch, and supper. Schools with no art, music, or gym, and quickly found out that 42% of the children were homeless. In the richest city in the world, that's a hard thing to wrap your head around. And within 2 to 3 days, you'd have thought I knew all 400 kids since they were born. It's the most amazing thing you've ever seen in your life. And I always say, when I go home to my house, my 3 kids, I'm a dick, I'm dad. They just like, oh, dad's home, here we go with this. In Harlem, it's a parade every day when they see me, Mr. Tony! Yes, please, I'll take more of that. That's how it started. And then we had 14 homeless shelters in a 4-block radius of that school. 9 of them are domestic violence shelters where the kids live. And when I say this, it makes it sound like homelessness is a Harlem problem, and we know it's not. It's a New York problem, but try to put a shelter in downtown. Lawsuits, protests, so they always end up in areas of least resistance, usually communities of color, but hey, here they are. And in that same radius of that school, we had 55 fast food restaurants, 29 pharmacies, and not one affordable food option. So coming from my privileged bubble, walking into a school like that, you say, oh, just eat healthy, or just move to a better neighborhood for a better school. But the worst one yet, if I can do it, anyone can do it. Those are all false. So I met these kids who just changed my life. And across the street was an empty lot. I started cleaning it. The kids helped me. At the end of 6 weeks, me and 50 little kids pulled everything out. And this little girl, my muse, her name was Nevaeh, heaven spelled backwards. She was in kindergarten. She pulls on my pants leg and says, why don't we plant something? I never planted anything in my life, but I couldn't tell her that. And then shortly thereafter, someone turned me on to the social determinants of health that clearly states Nevaeh is expected to live 10 to 12 years less than my children solely because of where she lives. Now, I don't know what human being can just go on about their day with that kind of knowledge or education. So 14 years later, here I am. But I did move Nevaeh into college. She's a freshman at the University of Albany. Just got a certificate of academic achievement in her first semester in college. Now, my 3 kids in their first semester, we were getting warnings about partying and time management in their grades, right? But Nevaeh, academic achievement. That's what I grow. I plant fruits and vegetables, but we grow people.